Mr. Speaker, Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Ministers, Assistant Ministers, Honorable Leader of Opposition, Members of Parliament, dear Fiji. Today, Fiji joins the rest of the world in commemorating the International Day of Older Persons. Established by the United Nations in 1990, this day reminds us of the immeasurable contributions of our senior citizens and the duty of care, the duty we all share to honor and protect them. This year's theme, Older Persons Driving Local and Global Action, Our Aspirations, Our Well-Being, Our Rights, is both timely and powerful. I pay tribute to the septuagenarian leaders who lead us with their wisdom and grace. We honor His Excellency the President, our Prime Minister, and our Speaker who celebrates his birthday this week. Other septuagenarian leaders in this House include Honorable Deputy Prime Minister, Honorable Viliame Gavoka, Honorable Semi Korolevasau, and my brother, Honorable Agni Singh. Your leadership attests to the theme of this year's celebration as you drive local action and global action for peace and development. Whether it's climate conversation or recent declaration of Ocean of Peace led by our Prime Minister, we celebrate your leadership. We honor you as you lead us and pave the path for others as role models. Actually, above 60 is considered senior citizens. So those of you above 60 in the House, we celebrate you too. But there are too many of you to mention. So know that you are celebrated as well. Elders are our foundation. They have seen history unfold. They have wealth of information. They're very important to ensuring continuity of values through our generations, preservation of our culture and heritage by serving as living libraries of ancestral knowledge, historical data, skills, and knowledge, which they transmit to younger generations through oral histories, storytelling, and participation in community events. They are keepers of our traditions and our faith, mentors of our children and our youth. Mr. Speaker, our ministry, together with the National Council of Older Persons, has organized commemorative activities across Fiji to mark this important day. These events bring together families, communities, and leaders to celebrate the lives and contributions of our elders. Various service providers are available at each of these venues, and I wish to thank them all, including the Ministry of Health and Medical Services, always available to offer free health screenings in these events. They provide the health in particular has been providing guidance on how to manage health with aging and to help our senior citizens adapt to changes in their mobility and related limitations. I just returned from celebration being held at the Albert Park, and it was such a joy to see our retired citizens come together, retired nurses, ex-servicemen, retired public servants, and members from Spinal Injuries Association and elders from community, all sharing stories benefiting from services available. These events are a visible demonstration that our older citizens are not forgotten but remain a core part of our development. Through these celebrations, we acknowledge that aging is not a burden, it is a triumph. To grow old is to embody wisdom, resilience, and perseverance. I have personally felt very privileged and blessed to have nonagenarians in our families who continue to provide guidance till the end of their lives. As a nation, it is our duty to ensure that the twilight years of our elders are filled with honor, comfort, and care. Mr. Speaker, while the International Day for Older Persons gives us much to celebrate, it also compels us to reflect on the very real challenges our elders face today. Data from the Fiji Police Force paints a sobering picture. In 2024, 27 cases of suicide and attempted suicide were recorded among Fijians above aged 60 and above. While this year numbers have come down considerably, every loss is one too many. Behind every number is a story, someone who felt unseen, neglected, or forgotten. Crimes against older persons are rising. In 2024, we saw 1,945 cases reported as crime against our senior citizens. 62% of these crimes were related to property theft, often committed by people known to the victims, including family members. Domestic and family violence is on the rise, involving caregivers or family members themselves. It's not only abuse, but betrayal of trust. Psychological and sexual harassment cases have also been on the rise, stripping older persons of their dignity and peace of mind. Financial exploitation through scams, fraud, and misuse of property contributes to robbing elders of the very resources they worked a lifetime to earn. Mr. Speaker, these realities remind us that while our elders have given their lives in service to family and country, too many now face neglect, exploitation, and abuse in their later lives. They are not just personal tragedies, these are national issues that demand national solutions. This government is determined to act. We are strengthening our systems of care and protection for older persons. To date, the ministry has 58,000 social pension scheme recipients aged 65 years and above. In addition, an estimated 32,000 elder persons receive a transport assistance allowance once they reach 70 years of age. When we came into the government, Lotoka Golden Age Home was heavily damaged by Asian subterranean termites, and structural decline made the facility unsafe. We have relocated all residents to newly renovated Matanikilangi House. This relocation ensures their safety, while there are plans to scope building of a new facility that meets the current needs of the time. Samambula Golden Age Home was built in the 1940s. This home has served for generations, and we have found the building structurally declining and dilapidated. This facility needs to be replaced. In this financial year, we have budgeted to scope building of a modern, culturally appropriate aged care facility tailored to Fiji's tradition and needs. These investments demonstrate that the safety, dignity, and well-being of our older persons remain a government priority. But, Mr. Speaker, infrastructure alone is not enough. That's why the ministry, together with the National Council of Older Persons, is undertaking a review of the National Aging Policy 2011 to 2015, a policy that expired 10 years ago, Mr. Speaker, and the review is long overdue. National aging policy will be shaped by the voices of older persons themselves and consulted through the National Council of Older Persons across the country. We are also working towards review of National Council of Older Persons Act to take into account the emerging issues and make provisions for protection of older persons. Beyond policy, our ministry is also creating awareness and education so families and communities understand their duty of care, awareness to combat financial exploitation by tightening safeguards against scams and fraud, and partnering with communities, faith groups, and civil society for care and support, because protecting older persons is not only the role of government, it's the responsibility of every Fijian. Mr. Speaker, the data on suicide, crimes, and abuse against older persons is troubling, but it must not lead us to despair. It must strengthen our resolve to act. Our communities and families have been primary caregivers for our elders for generations, and we celebrate these family networks. While we must take every case of abuse seriously, we must celebrate that more than 100,000 elders are being looked after within their own families and in their communities. As leaders, families, and communities, we must recommit ourselves to ensuring that Fiji becomes a country where elders are treated with dignity and respect. Let us develop community of care in our communities, whether it's old schoolboy or OGs or faith-based communities or our villages. Our elders built this nation with their hands, their wisdom, and their sacrifices. Now it's a responsibility to ensure that in their later years, their lives are filled with comfort, safety, and pride, and they feel included in family and community events. Mr. Speaker, as we mark the International Day for Older Persons, let us commit and place our elders at the very heart of our care and compassion. May God bless our leaders, our senior citizens, and may God bless Fiji. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.